Hi everyone, I'm Sherry Buckner with Grace Monroe Home, and I am working on a spring wreath today. So I thought I would let y'all watch me while I work on this spring wreath. So if you are on, please say hello and tell me where you are watching me from and what the weather is there. We are in Alabama, and it has been actually warmer today, but a little rainy. It's sprinkling now, so when you hop on, just let me know that you can hear me and that you can see everything, and tell me where you're watching from. I want to make sure that I am on. Hi, April. Glad to have you joining me. This spring wreath that I'm making is it's going to be a little different than some, because you will probably be able to still see a little bit of the grapevine in it. I'm using a grapevine wreath. This one, I believe, is a 16-inch grapevine wreath. I know that people always ask me, what am I dipping my stems in? So I'll go ahead and tell you, we use a glue pot, and so that's the glue. We use glue pellets in this pot, and that's what I'm dipping my stems in. Yes, I was so happy this morning when it was warmer here, but then of course it did start raining, but that's okay. At least it was warmer. I do not like the cold. Hi, Cindy Lou and Linda. Glad to have you. Hey, Brittany. I saw that picture of your precious little boy, Brittany. He's a doll. Okay, and right now, all I'm doing is I'm going to go around, and I'm going to start with my outside first. And I'm just going to add some greenery so that I can kind of get an idea of what the shape of my wreath is going to be. I always like to, if I'm working on one like this, I like to start with the outside and work my way in to start with. And I'm just using a green vine to go all around. I've already cut my pieces so that I wouldn't have to do that. So, and my bottom one, I always leave a bit longer. I like to be able to see the greenery peeking out around the flowers. I think that just gives it a lot of dimension. So right now I'm just adding my greenery, and I always come in here and add some on the inside here. Is anybody else ready for spring? I certainly cannot wait. I am not a winter person, as anyone in my family or anybody that knows me can tell you. I do not like cold. Hi, Iris and Barb. Good to have you joining me. Barb, I have made my own grapevine wreaths. We have someone that's just down the road a little ways from here, and he has some beautiful grapevines, and so every now and then he'll bring me some, and we make our own wreaths. I like that because I can make them exactly the size that I want them, and so that always works well. And right now, like I said, I'm just going around and just adding some greenery around. So do any of you make wreaths? Oh, April, you said it was 4 degrees in North Carolina. Yes, I was raised in North Carolina, and I was talking to someone recently I think it was a couple of days ago, and he was telling me that it was 3 degrees where he lived in Knightdale, North Carolina, and I can't imagine that. I think the coldest it was ever when I lived there was like 15. So 3 degrees, that's cold. Okay, I am going to add right here in the bottom a little bird's nest. So what I have done, this was one that I purchased, so it's already made. I have put just some floral wire. Let's see. Just the 26 gauge floral wire, and I have just put it, I worked it through here, and I'm just going to literally just wire it right here on the wreath, right where I want it. I've got a cute little bird that's going to go in this one. So she's got to have a nest. And I'm just wiring that on, just so I know to leave that place there. Okay, now I've got some stems here that's going to go around the outside still. I'm still working outside in. And as if you've ever watched any of our lives, I normally, if I'm going to use a bow, I put the bow on first. I'm one of those that likes to put it on first. But this one is not going to have a bow on it. So with this one, I'll just start with the greenery and put it around the outside. And work around. Yeah, making spring wreaths is my favorite. I love all the spring, the colors. And I worked on a tulip one today. I love the tulip wreaths. And right now I'm just putting some lavender around. And I love this because it's got some greenery attached already to it. And I love the look of that. What all are you working on? If any of you make wreaths, what kind of wreaths are you working on? Are you still working on Valentine's and all? We have quit just about. I think I've got one more Valentine wreath, but that's it. Yes, Diane, this is glue that I am dipping in. And Tina, you said that you are using live flowers. Is that what you're working on? Now, I use all silk. I did work in a florist back when I was in high school a lot of years ago, and I enjoyed that, but I like silk. I like for something that I make to last a little while. And all I'm doing is just going around the outside with these lavender stems that I have. And you'll see I've basically got the shape, the outside, like I want it. I've gone all the way around. So now I'm going to add some peonies to it. I've got a lot of flowers to go in this one. just got 3 peonies I'm adding. And then I'm going to add some beautiful roses that we buy from one of our wholesalers, and I am just crazy about these roses. These are my climbing roses, and they are so pretty, so realistic. Now I'm going to add my first roses here. And I want this, I tell people sometimes I feel like I don't know if any of you remember Bob Ross, the painter that used to be on all the public television shows. Sometimes I feel like him because I think this lives here, and but I like to imagine how they would be falling if it was really growing like this. And I want this wreath to look kind of just like a garden with just all kinds of flowers. So I want to leave them and let them just kind of fall where they go. So I'm just kind of, I hope you can see, I'm just kind of letting them, I'm starting up here and just kind of going around. Yeah, Barb, sometimes you will have to come back and kind of pull them in. And Wanda, I loved him too. I would spend hours watching him. But sometimes, Barb, I make it too big, and then I have to just kind of build it in. But at least this gives you kind of an idea of where you're going. And when you're, you know, you need to know kind of the shape that you're looking for. And you may notice that I'm not putting my flowers, now some of them I am, the ones that are right in the middle, I'm going to put them a little close to the wreath, but the others I kind of pull them out a little bit. All of that helps to give your wreath dimension. I had someone ask me the other day why she had to use so many flowers to get the wreath. She was doing one on the side and she had used so many flowers. And the whole reason was because she had pushed them so close in. And when you pull them out, it does help you not to have to use as many. I'm just letting these fall. And they're just kind of, you can tell they're just, they're like climbing roses. They're just going wherever they fall. I like too not to always have just the straight on face of the flower. I like this one is kind of falling to the side. I like that because that's the way you would see it in nature, and that just to me makes it a lot prettier. I think I want one right in here, just kind of falling. Okay. This little bird decided to build her nest right in the middle of the beautiful garden. Now I've got some brighter pink. I guess these are little carnations, and I'm going to add those around to the outside. And these have little grass, so that gives it a little bit more green there. Let's see. And keep in mind, when you do something, you can always go back. Yes, it's a little hard sometimes to pull them out, but you can always rearrange them. So don't worry about that. You just try. Just try to put it. I mean, people tell me all the time, oh, I'm just scared to try this. It looks so hard. Anybody can do this. I'm firmly believe that you can learn to do this. And I love teaching people how to do it. And the first time they make the wreath themselves and they get so excited, and that's enjoyable. I was deciding today which wreath I want to teach our group this month, and I think I'm leaning towards a tulip wreath. So if any of you are watching on here, what do you think about us doing a tulip wreath as one of ours this month? Okay, I think I need a couple just to tie it all in. I'm going to put a couple inside here. I was thinking the other day about the first wreaths that I ever did, and I'm still amazed that anybody bought them. That was, I guess it's over 10 years ago now. And you learn as you keep practicing. The more you practice, the more you learn. But we are just so grateful to have this business, and we have been in business now a little over 10 years, and God has been so good, and we are so blessed. We enjoy teaching people. And let's see, I need to add, okay. Now I want to bring in some more orange, so I've got some Gerber daisies I'm going to add. And since these are a little bigger, they're going to go a little closer to the wreath here. I think I'm going to bring one up here. Let's see. Oh, you made a tulip wreath. Oh, and Mary, you like that? Yes, I love the tulip wreaths. When you see a tulip wreath, you know that spring is right around the corner, and that is wonderful. So yes, that's what I'm leaning towards for our group this time. I have got some, I guess this is lavender here, and these are a little thinner. I want to bring these right here, and I'm doing them just as a little bunch. I want this to look really, really natural. So I'm just bringing those in there. But then I need to put them in the top up here so that I'll have some on both sides. And feel free to ask any questions. I'm here to help, so if I